Hi, welcome. Okay, so in the last video, we talked about how important the NAP is. Your name, address, phone number, that's your foundation that you need to build on solid rock. And then from there, we start building the rest of what we need to have a really good Google Business Profile and website that match and link up to each other. And as we do these videos, we're going to get into the details more and more and more. But right now, I think I want to talk about, you might be new. You might not even have a Google Business Profile. You may not even know what that is. It used to be called Google My Business, and they changed the name to Google Business Profile. So let me go through that for you and show you the basics of why you need one and what is it anyway. What is a Google Business Profile? Let me share my screen and let's just go here and I will do a slideshow for you that I've got right here. Okay, so I'm going to teach you the basics real quick. I'm going to show you how you boost visibility and how you can get more calls with your Google Business Profile. The Google Business Profile of my company is invaluable. In fact, I would even go as far to say it's more valuable than my website, because without reviews and without other customers being able to see that other people in my city like the work I'm doing in my business, Top Click Joe. I lost my train of thought. They had this thing on the screen. Anyway, so it's extremely important to me. In fact, a really quick story. So about a week ago, and what we teach in our school group is we teach street-level SEO, but you got to go through all the steps. That's why I'm teaching you step by step what you need to know and how you need to build out your new business if you have a new business. Of course, if you've already got a Google Business Profile and it's set up and doing great, skip this video and move on to the next one. Okay, so last week I got a call from a gentleman in Berthoud, Colorado. Now that's about 40 minutes from me, from Fort Collins, something like that, 30, 40 minutes. And he said he found me on ChatGPT. So that's not the exciting part. We teach people how to rank in AI and Google and Maps and all that. But what's exciting is 45 minutes later, I got another call from a gentleman in Greeley, Colorado. It's about 40 minutes away, 30, 40 minutes, both of them. One's south, one's east. And from each other, they're about 40 minutes, but it's in my location. I have 20 different locations around Fort Collins. And he found me on ChatGPT, and he's an HVAC company. The first guy at 10 a.m. is a car detail shop. So the reason I say that is because if you have your Google Business Profile set up correctly and everything is working, your NAP and everything, that's a big part of getting ranked and getting seen in AI, in Google, and all these other places, okay? All right, let's move on. What is a Google Business Profile? Well, it's pretty simple. It's a place where people can find you, where if somebody does a search, plumber near me, HVAC company near me, carpet cleaning company near me, then what happens is they find you. If you have a Google Business Profile, they can find you in the maps if it's set up correctly. And if you're in those top 3 positions, a while back it used to be 7. It was a top 7, right? It was a 7-pack. Now it's just a 3-pack. So it's extremely important that you get this right. So setting it up correctly is a big part of getting you to the top 3. By the way, 44 to 60% of all clicks are in those top 3 map packs, okay? And then it's about 27% on the #1 organic, and it goes down from there. Google Ads is only like 2.6% of all clicks. The maps are the most, because why? Because trust. Because there's reviews on there, people can read and see what other people in your city and your neighborhood is saying about you. So it's extremely important. Okay, why does it matter? We just talked about that. You get increased visibility. You don't want to just be on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and do Google ads and maybe YouTube ads and be on YouTube organic, Facebook organic, and all those types of places. You also want to be seen in in Google search in the maps. It's extremely important. For me, it's more important than my own business, okay? Than my own business website, I mean. What are some of the key features that you have in your Google Business Profile that people can look at you about? So they want to know a little bit more about you. Well, it's going to have your business information. There's mine down here at the bottom on the iPhone. And and it has my exact address. It has exactly how it is on my NAP everywhere else. Okay. All right. So then what we're going to move to is the next thing, like photos and videos. So I'm going to put my phone down because I keep getting text and I keep looking at it. Photos and videos are extremely important. Okay. Oh, let me go back. Oh my gosh, I just messed the whole thing up. I clicked it. Let me go right here. Here we go. Photos and videos. All right. We all have a phone. We all have a smartphone. They take great pictures. So there's no reason why you shouldn't have really good photos every day of your work, right? Do a video, do short videos. In your Google Business Profile, do like 45-second videos. Maybe you put a video testimony in there. That's a great thing to do also. Maybe your client gives you a video testimony, you put that in your Google Business Profile. Those types of things are extremely important. Doing your posts correctly. I try to keep all my posts under 300 characters. It's something we teach you in our class, but I do that so it doesn't truncate, so it doesn't have all the dots, right? Like read more and all that. I want the most important information in my post in that first sentence. That's where I want my keyword. That's where I want anything that I'm writing about. All right. And so when you do that, you also have a space when you do a post for a link, right? So you can leave a link to a page on your website. You can leave a link to something outside your website that's important for your clients to know more about, right? So I like to leave links to my pages on my website, and I also do outbound linking if I think it's important, because Google loves it when they see that, hey, they're not even linking to their website here, but they're trying to really help this client get more information. So that stuff's important, okay? Insights and analytics, extremely important that you get to read all that every month. And that's something I'll probably do a PDF on and send in the description of this video, because that needs a lot more talk, right? That needs a little bit more context, and I'll do that. Okay, how does it work? Well, you create your profile first. So you go in, you add your business information, your photos, your services. That's how customers find you, right? And you can even tell people you're on Google now. Tell your friends that you're in Google. Do searches. Click on your website inside of your Google Business Profile. Maybe in the beginning you're number 30, you're number 20, or something like that. You're not in the top 3 yet. Get some action happening on there, right? Engage with your customers. It's extremely important, and it's going to help grow your business. And then you just track what you're doing, keep improving. Now, let me go to the next one, because I got something important to talk about when we talk about getting reviews. So this is extremely important. I normally don't teach this in this kind of stuff. You got to be in my class. So when you get a review, you're a local service business. Let's just pretend you're a carpet cleaning company in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Okay, I have one of my largest carpet cleaning clients is there. He does over $3 million a year in carpet cleaning. Now, and he has like around 4,000 plus reviews now. He's very good at getting reviews. But let me tell you what really works real well with Google Business Profile, and what Google really loves. When somebody leaves you a review, okay? Now I had a local service business, and that's where it was in Colorado Springs. We worked all the way up the Front Range, all the way to Fort Collins, but I was based out of Colorado Springs. So if I did a job and it was by Garden of the Gods, is very popular in Colorado Springs. Let's say I did a job by Garden of the Gods. I would ask my client to leave a review and say, we found Joe's carpet cleaning. We live near Garden of the Gods, and we did a search and we found Joe came up #1 on Google, or whatever they're going to say, and we found him and we loved his work, and so on and so forth. The important part is they're talking about a certain area of Colorado Springs. Google loves that because we can put a pin there. So if other people search there, I've done work there, I got a review there. And then when I reply, it's just as important that you reply with the same type of reply. So what that means is you reply with, I enjoyed doing the work. In fact, right after I did your job, I took my lunch at Garden of the Gods, because it was just 0.3 of a mile from your house. I would probably write something like that. So now they mentioned it and I mentioned it. Now, if your client doesn't mention where they are, you always mention the neighborhood, the area that you did the job, and you never mention their street, their address. You're not going to point them out. But, doing a job by God and the gods, that's, 500 houses. It could be anybody, 1,000 houses or whatever it might be. All right. So that's important to know because that's going to really help your reviews. Okay, let's move on. Best practices. Keep your info accurate. Here's mine down here, 145W, which is for West Swallow Road, Suite 203, Fort Collins, Colorado, 80525. Okay. Add high quality photos. Every phone now, every smartphone takes high quality photos. So there's no reason why you shouldn't be adding high quality photos. And try to get photos with your uniform on, showing your uniform and the job site and things like that. Don't just throw up a stupid photo of like a rock or whatever. If I'm going to do a photo of me at Garden of the Gods for my business, and I'm a ad agency there, I used to be a service business, but if I'm there, I'm going to make sure, I have somebody with me to take a picture of me. It has my uniform, and I do have a uniform. I hardly ever wear it, but it says Top Click Joe on it, right, for my agency. And now I got to get Street-Level SEO Pros put on my shirt because that's something else we do. We teach what we charge our clients for, and so we teach it every day. Now, so that's important, right? So now Google knows you're a real business. They see your uniform, it has your name. It's a real person. It's not AI generated. And then you go from there, right? And there's a background of maybe something you did in the house. Anytime you're taking a picture of, if you're a hardwood flooring finisher, my clients will take pictures of the floor. They do not show walls with any pictures. Anything that identifies that client, you do not want to do that. Everybody has a floor. I could be anywhere in the world taking a picture of the floor help before and after or something, right? And then I can take a picture of me and put me in the photo, right? With my uniform. And you want to do regular updates. You want to do regular posts. We try to post for our clients every other day. We'll do a post in there. The main thing that you need to know that when you're building out your Google business profile is that you're consistent, right? If you're consistently doing it every other day, do it every other day. If you're consistently doing it every day, do that. Don't change. If you're doing it once a week, do it. Keep doing it once a week. Google loves activity. When there's activity, they love that. So it's going to help you rank even more. And so key takeaways are you're going to increase your visibility because now you're in the maps, right? And the higher you get in those maps, and the more good reviews you can get that are talking about locations, the faster you're going to get to those top 3 positions. It's going to build trust because people leave reviews. When I hire anybody to do anything for me, number one, I only hire owner operators because I know the buck stops with them. Not everybody does that, but I do. And I look at their reviews, and I'm not really looking at their 5-star reviews. I'm looking at where they might have gotten a 4-star or a 3-star one time. I want to know how they replied to that 3-star review. Did they try to make the client look bad and them look good, or did they apologize and say they wanted to get it right? They would do whatever. That's what I want. I want to see that. Now, I'm in some that there are no low reviews. They got hundreds of 5-star reviews, and I just see. I look at these reviews to make sure they're not fake. If they all sound the same, then something's wrong. But if they're all different, then I know that this person must be really good. I'm going to try them out. So I'm going to do that. So there's that. Okay. And it's going to drive action. It's going to grow your business. You just optimize and improve day by day by day. Okay. And then resources. You can go to the Google Business Profile Help Center, Google Business Profile Learning Center. You can check out our Top Click Joe website. You can also check out our Street-Level SEO Pro website. I have a website there that I just built for my class, right? We have a Google Business Profile Optimization checklist that you get when you join our Street-Level SEO school group. We give that out. And you can get in the community to learn more. So watch more videos of mine. But look, I'm going to share a couple more things with you real quick. So let me just share another screen. and we will be done. Okay, so inside Street-Level SEO Pros, we have a whole class on Google Business Profile Domination. In fact, we have a whole hour and 1 minute and 38-second over the shoulder how to do it. We teach you how to do it. We have everything you need in here, right? So anything you need is in this class, and there's a lot of classes that we have inside this. Also, hey, it looks like it's not responding. I have this is the main thing. Street-Level SEO, this is what we teach. It's 12 steps. So when we do Street-Level SEO, we have a 12-step system that we teach you in here. But, so that's great too, okay? So there's that. Something else, this is Top Click Joe. This is where my reviews. Now I'm gonna put one on my new Street-Level SEO Pro website, but you should have something on your website like this. Like when people go to leave a review with me, I have it set up like this. They can leave a 5-star, 2-star, whatever. Now, if they leave if they leave a 2-star, it doesn't go to Google, but it gives them a chance to write a note why they didn't like us. And hopefully they don't see the little sign below that says you can post it live, right? Because I try not to get that, but I don't get bad reviews anyway, and neither do you. And so when you leave it, when they click on the 5-star, it gives them 3 choices: Google, Trustpilot, Facebook. I ask my clients to do all 3. I tell them, hey, if you do a Google review, will you just copy it and put it in Trustpilot and put it on Facebook? And I also teach them how to add the neighborhood, because that's extremely important for a local service business. I can't say that enough. It's extremely important that you have them add their neighborhood. And if they don't, your reply should happen that same day, if not by the next morning. When you get the review, and then you can talk about the neighborhood that you enjoyed. Like I said, I enjoyed doing the job for you, Mr. Jones, and we didn't know if we were going to be able to get that red stain out of your carpet, but we did, and you're so happy. Thank you for the review talking about how we got that stain out that other carpet cleaners couldn't get out. By the way, right after I did your job, I went to Garden of the Gods and had lunch and took a break. Isn't it such a beautiful place in Colorado Springs? I love going to Garden of the Gods. I put that in there because Google knows where that's at in the city, and they start pinning me everywhere, and I start ranking everywhere. All right, stay tuned for the next video, and I can't wait to do the next one. I hope you got something out of this. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them below. Please comment. We reply to every comment. We don't just let them go. We actually reply. And like I was saying before, if you're interested in joining our school group, it's $27 a month to be in our school group. You get all the classes. You get a weekly Q&A where you can ask any question, and you're learning the same system we charge $3,800 to $5,800 a month for to our actual clients at Top Click Joe, okay? We're teaching you that for $27. And the biggest reason we're doing it is because people need to understand what real SEO is. It's not 3 blogs, I almost choked. 3 blogs and a couple of links. No, it is when you get into this school group, and that's why I started the school group, because people really don't understand what SEO is. And there's companies that charge $4.97. They do a couple of blogs. It does nothing for you, right? It does nothing. What we teach and what we do for our clients actually works, but it's called work. That's it. That's why I have so many employees at Top Click Joe. I love teaching this class, and I have 5 other experts in the class with me. So if you're interested in the class, join it. The link is below in the description. If not, just keep watching me for free on this YouTube channel. Like us, ding us, reply to us, leave a comment. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now.